Good afternoon. Good afternoon, all. We've got Mark Daddy with the rocket as Bitcoin keeps flying towards 100k. We've got Steve-O with the moon, baby moon, and that isn't that what we love. Good afternoon, Wizzo. Let me just tweet it out. Live now. We are live. Hopefully we have another one like yesterday, because yesterday was absolutely hilarious. That was by far my favorite live stream that we've done since since we started. It was so funny. Anyway, let's without further ado, let's see what's going on. And we've got Steve-O saying howdy, sir. Howdy. Make sure you go and drop a like. Make sure you hit the notification bell if you are new to the stream, and go and share the link on Twitter. Why not? Let's try and get some more people in here. Let's get as many people in here as we can. But yeah, let's take a look. And if you do have any comments or questions or anything you want to ask, or as always, just drop them in the comments box. But we will start by having a look at Bitcoin just absolutely forcing its way through levels. Easy. It's like a snowplow just cutting through snow. Easy. So if we have a look today, let me just move the toolbox up. Obviously, we had the flip red early this morning. Did catch the move down nicely. Eventually, it closed just in a marginal profit, but it did give a nice drop down. And what do we know in bull markets? Dips are short-lived. So hopefully anyone who caught that, you would have shaved some off, took some profits, and then we got the indication into green, and it's just absolutely ran. So that was, what was that? That was about 6 hours ago. And what have we returned in 6 hours? Over 5%, as Bitcoin is pushing to new all-time highs. And this is a theme. Stonksy has caught the just continual push to all-time highs, and it is just a thing of beauty. Now look, if we take a look, we are not that far from 100k now. Will we get it this week? We've got obviously today and then 2 more ETF trading sessions left. But if we take a look, just over 8% probably just around 8% towards 100k. Let me know in the chat. Do you think we're going to get it this week, or do you think we might get just a little sort of tease where it carries on pushing, then maybe gets to like 97, 98, and then tails off? Anything is possible. But currently, if we go to the daily, it's just like a steam train. There's just no stopping it. I mean, we had 7 green days in a row. Then we had that red day yesterday, which was just consolidation, really. And then now we're just blasting higher. And if you zoom out, how much room does it have to run? It makes you wonder. Because we had... Where will I find this? Yes, we had this. So obviously, 28th of February, we came above 60k at first. And then it wasn't until then. So we had 251 days of just sideways action between 50, but most of it was between 60 and 70k. And we're currently only in day 8 or 9 of the phase of expansion. So it makes you wonder just how high. I mean, at some point, even if it does go up, we're probably going to get a couple of weeks of just sideways or maybe a slow bleed down and then another push up. But good times. We are witnessing history. If this is your first cycle or if this is even your second, just make sure you savor it, because when the bad times come back, you'll want to remember watching this live. For Bitcoin, the 1 hour is still open from last week, and it just continues to catch the push to all-time highs. Currently at over 32% on that, and I believe the 30-minute might be still open as well. Yeah, the 30-minute's still open. So that's Bitcoin. Nothing much has changed. Obviously, we've had the lower time frame movements. Has anything happened on the 10-minute? No, just a minor loss on the 10-minute. But it's all about the 5-minute today, and obviously the 1 hour and 30 minutes still being open. Stonksy will help. It's Justino. There he is. Big up, Justino. Afternoon, big boy. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. And we've got Wiz saying, Stonksy will help you short it all back down to the bear market. Yes, it will. And it's my personal opinion that we will get another bear market. We will wait for people to say Bitcoin's never going below 60, 70k again when it tops out. And then it eventually probably will do, but we'll see. Justin's blowing me kisses. Thank you very much for that. Kiss, kiss back. But let's move on to Ethereum. So on Ethereum, we're going to have a look at the 5-minute again. Similar to Bitcoin, it flipped into the red background early this morning, caught a nice dip, closed in some nice profits after 11 hours or so, caught a nice drop down, flipped into the green on the 5-minute and caught a reversal. So 2 nice ping pong trades there. Down, reversal, back up. Can you backtest Stonksy with on TradingView? Yes, you can. Let me show you how. So we are going to be releasing backtesting videos. So I have just been practicing today on how to film those with screen recording, and obviously go back and just screen record like the runs through. But if I just show you really quickly how you can backtest it on TradingView yourself, if you don't want to wait for the videos, or maybe you want to do it on a specific asset or ticker. If you go to replay and say we go all the way back, you can just go back to whenever you want. Where is it? Where's the price? Where did we even go back to then? There. You can just go back and just, if we put this on 10x, you can just watch it play through if that's what you want to do. But we will be releasing pre-made videos on this, and as well as obviously data to save people watching the whole videos. So that will be coming. But if you want to go and do it yourself in the meantime before we release it, yeah, this is probably the best way, is to just go and do that. So that's how you can backtest it. Obviously, that's on the 5-minute. It's going to take forever to do it unless you do a small time frame. If you want to go maybe do the 1 hour and stuff, you could probably chew through a couple months quite quickly. But yes, that will be how you backtest it if you want to do it yourself, or if you want to do a specific thing that we we haven't released a video for, etc. So that's Ethereum on the 5 minute. So yeah, 2 nice trades today. Green background still open. And then I believe, yeah, the 1 hour, like Bitcoin, the 1 hour. Oh no. The what did I show then? I don't know what was on my thing then. It doesn't really matter. It wouldn't have been anything important. But yeah, the green background closed on the 1 hour on Ethereum yesterday. No, today. Today, yeah, early this morning. So obviously we got the nice ride up alongside Bitcoin, but while Bitcoin, the green background is still open on the 1 hour, Ethereum closed for an eventual 28% gain from open till close, and obviously reached as high as 30s, late 30s. And then entered a small period of red, which closed just in a slight loss. Oh no, yeah, slight loss, and it's currently back in the green. Maximilian has asked, oh no, mate, I mean back test in strategy tester. It's on the below tab. I'll have a look for you. Oh, this open strategy tester. I'll have a look at that tomorrow. We'll run through that on tomorrow's stream. Next to Pan, so yeah, see. Pack, thank you very much for joining. Hi, guys. There we go. Welcome, everyone who's joined. Thank you very much for joining. I wonder if we have Mr. Melon in the chat today from yesterday, and see how his challenge is getting on. We all want that yacht party, don't we? I'm not sure if Mr. Melon's in here today, but if he is, please come up. So what we're going to look at next, Doge. So I think Doge is obviously one we've covered quite frequently, just because of the moves. Obviously, we had this first run up on the 1 hour, slight red background that closed in a slight loss, and then the green reopened again, with it still being open, and Doge is just still continuing to be relentless in its push to the upside. Currently at 104% gain on 1 hour on Doge, and that is just the most recent. That opened on Saturday, so 5 days ago. If we go from this bit, so say for instance you caught this one, we'll take a couple of percentage off for that loss, but that would be 154. So say, that slight loss there, maybe say 150% if you was to catch him on opening. So yeah, Doge is still open, and this is one we'll monitor. Like we're still monitoring some of them that opened last week or over the weekend. We'll see when the green background closed on Stonksy. But for now, Doge is potentially looking for a push to 0.5, which would be nice. That would give it a 5x in not too much time, really. So that is Doge. I think we're going to scale down and look at some people's favorite coin, XRP. Obviously, we covered XRP yesterday on the 1 hour, I believe. It might be in the 1 hour, it might have been the 30 minute. I'm not too sure. But Stonksy did catch the pump yesterday on one of them. But if we have a look at the most recent price action, so say the 5 minute, again, like Bitcoin and Ethereum, it entered the red background early this morning, caught the drop down, closed in profit, obviously dropped a lot lower than where it closed, so that was nice. And then hit into the green, slight consolidation there for a few hours, and then is now riding to the upside. So that's 2 nice lower time frame trades on Stonksy on XRP. Did anyone catch the XRP move, or more likely, did anyone short this back down after it topped out here? That was a nice little lower time frame three peak there, which lower time frame distribution, as you can see, we had the 3 peaks, which was one indication. Then we had the lower time frame distribution range, and then back down. So well done to anyone who caught that. I have a feeling some people in the chat might have shorted that yesterday. But yeah, so let's see if Was it? I'm sure it was the 30-minute. Yeah, it was the 30-minute. Might have been the 1 hour as well, but that's still riding as well. Open. That opened on Saturday late on, basically Sunday. So yeah, we're also going to cover gold and we're going to cover silver today as well. But yeah, I've just got a few more looking at the top 100 best performers today. So this is the 30-minute chart on H bar. We had no background. Then on Friday we had a short-lived red. Then we opened green on Friday. Blitz C, yo, just bought Stonksy. Well done. Welcome, everyone. Everyone show your support to Blitz C, who's just joined the Stonksy family. Welcome. And yes, hopefully you will you'll be benefiting from it straight away. So big up Blitz C in the chat. Just bought Stonksy. Welcome. So yes, we are riding this H bar pump on the 30-minute. Nice way up. Currently just under 24%. And that spike was just mental. We won't go there because that was probably like a 1-minute candle up and down. Potentially, if you caught this nice little couple of hours of consolidation up to 35%-ish. And then if we see, I believe the 1 hour caught it as well. Yeah, so the 1 hour caught it. And then if you look on the 1 hour on H bar, really, it's probably one of the best performing ones in terms of just hit rate. I mean, that hit, that never really, that hit, that hit, that was a really good trade. Traded it back down. No, that was good. That was a really nice one. Loss on there. Nice drop. Again, break even. Nice drop. And then the trade back up. H bar. Yeah, I mean, on the 1 hour, I mean, if you go back to, early to mid-September on the 1 hour, if you was following that from open till close on Stonksy, that would be some nice returns just following them trades. Wiz thinks H bar still got a lot of room to run as well. So are you still riding your trade on it, or have you closed and looking for a new entry? Because obviously on the 1 hour, it went extremely high there. That was quite the wild candle. That was taking probably a lot of sell side liquidity out. But yeah, Wiz thinks H bar's still got room to run. So potentially where you're looking. Oh, look at this! I've got a line drawn here from ages ago. I wonder what that's drawn to. Closed along at the peak. Did you? Well, so you caught this, did you, Wiz? Wiz in the chat is saying that he caught the peak. He caught the peak on top of this mad candle. Let's see. If you did, congratulations. That is some good going. What have I just done here? What have I done? What have I done to the candles? Get out. Yeah, let's see. Not at the top. You said closed along at the peak yesterday. If everyone looks in the chat now, you'll see what Wiz said. He said closed along at the peak. So Wiz is saying he caught this candle here. Let's carry on going. Oh, to be fair, it wasn't actually that bad. I thought that would have been like a quick candle up and a quick candle down. But it actually did give you about 10 minutes to close around these levels before it dropped back down. Congratulations, Wiz, for trading H bar. And I'm guessing you're probably looking for your next entry. That's some superb trading. Well done, mate. So that's H bar. Covered a little bit. XLM. Some of these are just dino coins that are still living it up in the top 100 somehow. I've got this line drawn for God knows what is to the left, why I've got that drawn, but I have. But yeah, some of these are dino. I remember this was one of the ones I first bought. When I first downloaded Coinbase, I loved the name of this, Stellar Lumens. I just liked the name, and it was one of the first ones that I bought. Didn't know anything about it, didn't really know much about crypto, but I just thought Stellar Lumens was quite the cool name. So I ended up buying it. And that is still open from last week. So this is the ones on the 1 hour that is still open again, riding the pump from over a week ago. And that's 40% up on the 1 hour, potentially up to 50. And that's another one that we'll monitor to see when that closes. But really, we want to look at some lower time frame price action. So the 30-minute of it got the first part of the move. This was like one that we looked at before. What was the one we looked at before where it had this? I think it was Doge. Got the first part of the move. Slight loss on a red background. Got back to the green on Sunday, so 4 days ago. And then when it got back, that's currently basically 25% up from when it reopened. Have a look at Total One, just made a new all-time high. Could see rejection here. Let's pull up Total One while we are looking at an all-time high. Let's have a look at it live. Let's see. Yep. So if we let's go to the 1 month. Let's map it out dead quick. And let's scale down to, let's go to the 5 minute. Yeah. So like Justin's just said, we've had a new all-time high and it has just dipped over and below. So it has just set a new record of 3.02 trillion, 2.1 maybe, depending on where that peak went. Looks like 2.1. But we've had a 5 minute candle over. A 5 minute candle, that close was quite good actually. It closed right on the retest and good absorption, but we're dropping back below now. Let's have a look at the daily. Yeah, so the daily is currently having a swing failure pattern of the all-time high, which would take me ages to scroll left. But it will be interesting to see what happens, because if this starts to break out, obviously it's mostly relying on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin makes up probably at least half of this. At least I think it's actually probably close to 2/3, because it flipped silver's market cap, didn't it, the other day? I think yesterday or the day before, which was about 1.8 trillion. So obviously Bitcoin's just a big mover in this, and then you've got Ethereum, and then there's, everything else follows. So this will largely be dictated on what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin's going to carry on pushing to 100, then this will keep going up. 2.9 trillion is the highest ever daily close. Yeah, of course, yeah, for the close. Which, if you look at it, really, obviously it's not bang on. That looks about 2.89. But if we look at it, obviously yesterday and today, it looks like it respected the highest daily close. Obviously dropped back below and then closed pretty much not right on 2.9, but quite close. And then today came back down, retested it, came back to the open, and is pushing higher. So Steve thinks the Bitcoin next stop is 95k. Just in 61% Bitcoin dominance. So I believe that's climbing higher, isn't it? We'll have a look at that now. Big daily close to watch today. Yeah, for sure. For sure. On this, on Bitcoin, if we have a look at Bitcoin dominance, BTCD. No, that's not right. What is it? Let me just type it in. BTC.1D. Come on. This is so for anyone who knows, who's in the CSE Discord, I think this was I can't remember whether I put this in or maybe I put it in a newsletter. I can't remember, but I did put the hammer in this level, which it's now starting to climb above that box. Maybe we go higher. What do you think, Justin? Where do you think dominance is going? ETH BTC. I bet that's getting crushed again, isn't it? ETH BTC, but this could, if we go to, say, if we zoom out to the weekly chart, it is just relentless. Look at that. I mean, obviously we've got this channel, which it's starting to break out of now as well. But if we go left and we have a look left, I was obviously potentially looking at 60 to 61, but it could even come higher. It could potentially come higher. 72, Justin thinks, so about there. So that's going back so far, isn't it? It's going back so far. Obviously, we had that big wick up at the end of 2020, right at the end. But potentially, yeah. I mean, potentially it even wicks up to its highest. I mean, if it's going to 72, potentially we even get a wick up above, which would be its highest in 7 years. Potentially, closing on 8 years. 64%. It'll be interesting to see what happens because it looks that is a good weekly candle so far, and like it's breaking out to the channel as well to the upside, which obviously for alts we probably wanted to see this come into a reject from the top of the channel to the bottom, maybe a little bounce up, and then fall out the channel and then go down. But we might have to wait longer for that. So what was it? 92.9. Yeah, this is crazy. But we'll see what happens with that this week. Alts are getting crushed. Yeah, it's just eating the market, isn't it? It's just because it's all that legacy people will be interested in. Your bankers, your traditional investors, maybe obviously a bit of ETH in terms of being able to acquire it on the ETF, but this will just be the talk of the town on Wall Street now. You can imagine it, can't you? At these firms on the lunch break, what are they going to be talking about? It's probably just Bitcoin constantly now with this week's performance and last week's. So it is just, it's just going to keep eating up the liquidity. Perps traders, make sure you use stop losses and be sensible with leverage. Yeah, this is a good message for anyone who's in. Make sure that you're managing your risk because these moves could be fast. It's obviously going up nicely now, but you could easily see a couple of 5-minute candles that quickly just come down, grab liquidity, and then potentially go higher. Or to the opposite. If you're trying to short this, who's to say that you don't just get blown out? Rotating capital from gold. Yeah, because gold's had a dip, hasn't it, today? I looked at gold before when I was looking at it. So XLM, I can't remember what we was up to. I got rid of this line before. To be fair, that line that I'd drawn ages ago, that was nice respect on the 1 hour there. I don't know when I drawn this line. I wish on TradingView you could see when you plotted things. I don't know if you can or not. No. I wish you could see because I don't know when I put that, but on the terms of the 1 hour, that was quite good respect from whenever I drawn this line. And then obviously I had the flip and the retest. Trailing stop losses and limit orders on long-term positions, correct. Good advice again good advice. Good educational spirit or whatever we call it. I suppose it doesn't really matter. It's not financial advice, is it? You're not telling anyone to buy or sell anything. You're just telling them to obviously be careful. So yeah, that's XLM covered anyway. So we're going to look at next NIA. I think we're going to skip down and look at NIA. But yeah, XLM is still riding it on the 15 as well. So let's have a look at NIA. So NIA, this is obviously one from today on the 15-minute. Flipped, had no colour, flipped green, and caught decently. Not massive, but for a day trade, not bad. And then if we go to the 30 minutes, what we're doing. So the 30-minute closed out of quite a big pump. Gee, wow. And when did that close? So that closed yesterday, very late on. And that was open from last week. This is, again, one of the ones that opened last week before the pump started. So that closed out for a 43% gainish. And potentially as high as 50-ish. But that is closed out and a nice performance there. And currently no background on the 30-minute on NIA. We don't normally look at the 2 hour too much, but when I did look at it before, because I don't believe the 1 hour caught it, but the 2 hour caught it. And I think the 2 hour has been all right on NIA, if you go back and have a look from what I remember looking at it before, yeah. So that closed at a loss. That was a nice pump up. That was a massive drop. That caught the bottom. So that was the day when we had just everything getting crushed because of the Nikkei, the Japan index, when the bottom just fell out of that. But yeah, so that's catching it on the 2 hour, which isn't one we cover too often. But yeah, so that's NIA covered. Got one more to cover, and then we're going to move on to some gold and silver. Look at them. So this is ETH proof of work, ETH W. A loss sandwich between a nice pump up, sandwich between another loss currently. But if we look at the 1 hour, the 1 hour caught, nice pump up from last week, closed into red, opened again, pump back up. It's currently in a loss on the red. Not amazing performance, but not bad. Would still be an overlook. Sorry, yawning. I need a drink. Mouth goes so dry. Even speaking for, we've probably only been on about half an hour. So yeah, that was from the end of. So no, that caught a nice drop down. Obviously, ended up closing around break even ish, but it did get a nice drop down. So that's ETHW. Not as good as the other ones that we've shown, but it's also good to obviously show that you're not going to get the hit rate on some that you do them all, because this is obviously a lot lower volume than some of them that we covered. The volume on this probably isn't anything impressive. The life of a KOL, yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, I got a big bottle of water to keep me going. Got a big bottle of water to keep me going. So let's have a look at some gold. So this is some people's favourite in the chat, I think. Obviously, we've had the big drop down. If we look at the 1 hour on gold, the overall performance is good. Well, very good, to be fair. Obviously, there's a couple of break-evens, couple of losses mixed in there. But if we go back to sort of how much we can fit on the screen, so this is going all the way back to July. Obviously, this is a big piece of data. But just looking at it, obviously, we had a drop down there, which was nice. It closed break-even by the looks of it. But that drop on gold there, you would imagine you'd be taking your profits along the way, or at least have your stops to break-even. That was one that closed break-even. Then nice pump on there. That one was a short-lived break-even, maybe potential small loss. Nice position there. That closed just in profit, but did get the drop. Nice pump. That looks like a break-even one. Nice pump. Again, that got a nice one originally, and then I'm guessing that closed. Yeah, that would have closed in profit, actually. That was a loss on that one. And then these are just a couple of break-evens all sandwiched together. Opened red, nice couple drops, closed around break-even. But again, you'd probably be wanting taking your profit on the way. That closed in a loss, went up at first, then closed in a loss. A couple of stupid ones there. Just a couple of hours being open and things. Nice pump caught there. So it does look like on gold, it particularly favours the green background. Justin loves gold. The king of gold. He's got gold fever. Do you watch Gold Rush on Discovery Channel? That's one of my favourite programmes. Gold Rush is absolutely fantastic. If you don't, go and have a look. The season 15 just started last week. It's such a good watch. That closed break even. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's so good, isn't it? I couldn't wait. I was watching the one where Freddie and Juan obviously do the little side thing. So I've been watching that while it was on. And then I think that's finished now. And then obviously season 15 has just started. Yeah, I love watching that every week. It's his house is like Peter Griffin's when he wins the lottery. I don't know what scene you're referring to, but I imagine is it just covered in gold? Yeah, nice pump caught there, and then again a couple of break-even sideways ones, short-lived. Nice pump caught there, and then this one probably close break-even. Yeah. So if you have a look, obviously, the hit rate in terms of green backgrounds is superb. Some really nice moves caught. Then the reds tend to be you enter, you get the drop down and you need to be fast or good at taking profits and obviously moving your stop to break even so you don't lose anything. Or they tend to just chop and break even anyway. But yeah, so if we get rid of them drawings on there, so that's on the 1 hour on gold. There's quite a few to cover, so I might just have to sandwich it down a bit. This is the 2 hour, again, just a much more condensed version of the 1 hour, but again, favours the green movement by the looks of it, catching some nice moves. So, but again, gold is in a high time frame uptrend, so that does make sense. It's been going up for the best part of a couple of years now. It must be going up for at least a year, maybe pushing on 2 now, in terms of a high time frame uptrend. So that's on the 2 hour. On the 4 hour, again, if we're going back in terms of the high time frame, I can't fit any more on my screen apart from that, but that was like a sideways one. Caught the drop nicely. Again, this is what I'm talking about on the red backgrounds. Take your profits because some of them end up closing in a loss or break even, but it's caught. So that was a decent move that opened in August. Caught the push all the way up to 2,800. So that's on the 4 hour. And then if we just drop to, say, a low time frame example, let's have a look at the 15-minute. Again, some really nice movements on the 15-minute on Stonksy. So this is going back to the start of October. As you can see, that originally got a pump and then dropped and closed, in a loss. It's probably a small loss. But I can't see. Yeah, probably a small loss, maybe even break even. This opened, dropped, closed, and then this one was a nice one. Opened, chopped a bit, slight push up above entry, but then got the nice drop down and then closed there. Caught the pump on there. This one, again, caught the drop. Speaking about the red backgrounds, if you get the drop on them, make sure that you take your profits, because what we're seeing is it tends to reverse, because gold is just pretty much going up in a straight line in terms of a high time frame movement. But you get the gist. You can see for yourself. It's had good performance, particularly on the green backgrounds. So maybe this is one for the scalpers. That is a lot of colours. That is a lot of colours. But if we just zoom in and oh no, not this again. Oh no, not this. How do I get back? What's it gonna take me to here? Oh no, guy. I think I broke it. Oh yeah. Does anyone know how to get off that? So when you accidentally zoom all the way in like that, how do you get off that without having to reload it? Because I seem to zoom in and there's just no way of it zooming out until I reset and just go back to Google and then go back to TradingView. I've got no idea, and now Stonksy isn't loading. There we go. Right. Let's go back and have a look. So this is the 3-minute time frame, so potentially one for the scalpers. Again, you want to be careful with your risk. So you obviously want to have, good risk management, probably watching the trades while you sat there. And then obviously your fees for open and closing, you want to have them tight as well if you can. But overall, that was a good trade. That one was a very quick one. It did close in profit. That was a drop. That one was a drop as well. But you get the gist. You can see for yourself, some nice trades mixed in with some sideways quick ones. They were just a series of sideways ones. That caught nicely. That caught up, and then that's caught the one down. So 3-minute potentially is one to look at if you're a scalper. But again, just obviously make sure you're not dabbling in too much risk, and you can obviously quickly manage the trade. And you want to watch your opening and closing fees, so you actually walk away with some profit. Now let's have a look at silver. Are there any silver traders in the chat? Does anyone trade silver? Again, this is the 3-minute. If you want to have a look, but pretty much same thing. Some sideways movements mixed in with a few small losses mixed in with some nice catches. So again, if you happen to be sat at the chart and you can watch it and manage your trade, potentially one for you to look at is the 3-minute chart on silver and gold. But again, you want to watch your fees and make sure that you can actually walk away with a profit if you're starting to catch some of these. No, silver is shit, TMG says. Silver, not on Stonksy, it's not. Not on Stonksy, it's not. It's caught some nice ones. Obviously, that one didn't work out too well, but caught the nice drop on there. That one was a slight loss. Caught the really nice drop there. Caught the rally back up. That was break even. And then that was the drop. And then it's caught the drop back down on there. But if we look at some higher time frame ones, so let's move to the 15 minutes. Crypto Coffee Club says Stonksy is a beast. You wouldn't be wrong. You wouldn't be wrong. And let's just no, silver is shit. But we've got to show what Stonksy can do on, it's not just crypto that it does. It does all asset classes. So we need to have a look at some commodity, FX, stocks, etc. And as you can see here, it's caught some nice trades on the 15-minute going back to last month. And that is Dave. Let's get this popping. You're the one that can get it popping. You bring the people in. I think I had about 12 people in, and now there's 20. So I'm guessing you've put a tweet out. I told people to join, but yeah, I've posted it in the Discord and stuff like that. And make sure you go and subscribe if you're not subscribed, and hit the notification bell and drop it a like while you're there. Do them 3 things: subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get an alert for when I go live, and what was the other one? Yeah, drop it a like. So we've got a few questions coming in. Does it work with BTC? Of course it does. Yes, it works fantastic with Bitcoin. We covered Bitcoin at the start. If you want to go back to the start and have a look at it, have a look what we covered. Let's go, Dave says Liquidation Guru vibes. Yes. We had some amazing vibes in the chat yesterday. Yesterday was by far the funniest stream that we've done. I liked it. It's a shame that Melon fella's not here, so we could ask him how his challenge is getting on. Is the Stonksy Discord live? It's close. It's close. Not yet, but we are close. Noah J says, do you need TradingView Premium for Stonksy to work? No, you can load it up on the free plan. So you can load it up on the free plan. The only thing is, if you want to utilize the alerts, the free plan on TradingView will only let you set one alert at a time. So that's the only catch with the free plan when it comes to Stonksy now, because we rolled out the alerts last week, which was a heavily requested feature for us to introduce. So we rolled that out for users. But if you want to set more than one alert, to say, you're looking at Bitcoin and you want to set it to notify you on a couple of time frames when there's any color change, you would need an upgraded plan for that. But if you're looking at TradingView Premium, wait another week, 10 days, because they'll probably have a Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale on TradingView Premium. So you can still get Stonksy in the meantime and load it up, watch the background color change, etc. And you could obviously set one alert. But if you're looking at TradingView Premium, you need that if you want to set quite a few alerts for the background color changes on time frames and a couple of assets. But yeah, they'll be having a sale. I think last year they did about a 40-50% sale on for the annual. So you would think that they will do it again. So if you want to get TradingView Premium, and anyone who's in the chat who's looking at TradingView Premium, especially if you want to take advantage of the alerts, another week, 10 days or so, they should have quite a good sale on. So take advantage of that. Show how good the 1 minute is. Let's have a look at the 1 minute. It's 90% off on Cyber Monday. Well, there you go. 90%. I said 40 or 50. So you could probably get TradingView Premium on Cyber Monday then. TMG says it's 90%. I thought it was 40 or 50, but 90% is even better. There you go. But you can still get Stonksy in the meantime, Noah. If you've not got Stonksy yet, you can still get it and obviously, start to learn it, start to implement it into your trading, etc. in the meantime, because you've only got another week or 10 days to go. But yes, so the 1 minute, so TMG mentioned the 1 minute. So if we look at today, obviously this is just going back a couple of hours. But as you can see, back to this consolidation phase that we had in the drop. But if we focus on the most recent ones we had, it has indeed caught the pump up very nicely. Pump, close, red background, back open green, close, pump, close, red background. And if we look at the 5 minute, the 5 minute caught it all the way as well. So the 5 minute was really good. I don't know if you looked at this on stream, Jordan, or not, the 5 minute on Bitcoin. But last night, or was it early this morning, it got into the red, caught a nice drop down, closed in profit, but again, went all the way down towards 86k, which was nice on the 5 minute. And then flipped green. And like where the 1 minute caught it in stages, the 5 minute has just caught it all in one go, which is really nice. That's a nice move up. So let's just quickly finish off on silver. I can't remember what we looked at. I think we looked at some lower time frame ones, didn't we? But if you look at the 1 hour, for any commodity traders out there, or if you want to maybe have a little dabble, it's worked really well. If we look at the past history, so this is going back to the start of September. We had a nice catch there. That closed in a minor loss. That was a nice pump up caught there. Few sideways break-even trades there. But most recently, if we go to October, caught a nice pump up there. Closed. Again, few sideways break-even, and then has just caught the nice drop down. So that's open from the end of October. Nearly a 10% drop maybe on silver. 7, potentially down to 8. So that's silver. So as you can see, obviously mostly, we're showing it on crypto, but you can go and trade. Yesterday we covered some FX pairing. So yesterday we looked at the pound against the dollar. We looked at Euro USD. And then today we've looked at gold and silver for some commodity movement. TMG, you streaming today? You streamed before. I don't know if, are you still live, Jordan, or have you finished now? But he was streaming when I went live on here. Peter Schiff should have a look. It might help his predictions. Yeah, I had a look at Peter Schiff's tweets yesterday, and he's still he will not accept defeat, and I don't think he ever will. I think he will just. I think because it gets him good publicity, doesn't it? I think obviously, the idea of being wrong, he probably isn't too bothered about, but just being known as the Bitcoin bear and things like that gets him good publicity. Probably, it gets him on TV, gets him podcast appearances, etc. Probably. So for him, he's been a Bitcoin bear that long, and has missed out on obviously all the moves up. There's probably no point in him changing it, even if privately he thinks, I was wrong. He's probably never going to say that because it's now what he's known for, and it's his personality, and it's how he gets publicity, is being the Bitcoin bear. So you probably will never see him change. There's another one on Twitter that's exactly the same called Retirement Right, and him and Schiff sometimes go back against each other because they're both gold bulls and both hate Bitcoin and crypto. And he's another one that I think started to get some traction and stuff just by hating on Bitcoin and being a gold bull. So these people will never change. And for them, it probably works out, even if privately they know they're wrong, or even if privately in some weird dimension that Schiff secretly holds a lot of Bitcoin, it gets him, it gets him publicity, it gets him on TV, etc. So yeah, he's playing the right game in terms of squeezing the most out of his name that he can. Jordan says, when I'm back in Dubai tomorrow, I will stream same time as you to drive more traffic. Yeah, that would be fantastic. Yeah, that would be nice. What we'll have to do, Jordan, one day is we'll have to do a joint stream. We'll have to get you on the Stonksy channel, so we can obviously get a big audience on Stonksy, and then obviously convert them into subscribers and stuff. That would be good if we have you on one day. I can set it up, and we can just stream, obviously, as you would do as usual, etc. But we'll do it on the Stonksy channel, so we get a lot of people coming in, and we can obviously convert them into subscribers and people having notification bells on and stuff. That would be good. It'd definitely be a record audience too. So that's everything I had planned anyway for today's stream. If anyone is late joining, so far today we've covered Bitcoin, we've covered ETH, we've covered Sol, we've covered Doge, XRP, HBAR, XLM, NIA. We looked at ETHW, gold, silver, and then we, in between them, somewhere we looked at the total one chart, and we looked at Bitcoin dominance as well. And if you have a look at Bitcoin, for anyone who is not familiar with it, it's still riding the pump on the 1 hour. So the 1 hour is still open from last Tuesday and is currently up just shy of 33%. And that is the 1 hour still open. The 30-minute also caught a lot of the move. Oh, no, 30 minutes still open. I think it's on ETH that the 30-minute closed. Liquidation Guru says, I've gone long on Bitcoin. What are you looking for? Is it a scalp, or do you think we get the final move up to 100K? Or potentially a few levels higher? So, yeah, so Bitcoin is still riding the green background on the 30-minute and the 1 hour, whereas ETH banked so it's closed on ETH after the big pump up, flipped red, caught a nice drop down, and then Bitcoin has obviously just dragged everything back up. And then the 1 hour closed again. Scalp long. So Liquidation Guru is scalping long. But as well, if you're not subscribed to the Stonksy account yet, following, head over to the Stonksy account, give us a follow, drop us some engagement, and tag us in any trades that you post. If you're posting anything about Stonksy, make sure you tag us. I'll retweet it, I'll comment on it, give it a like, etc. It'd be great to have some more of the community and the Stonksy users tagging Stonksy for us to interact with and engage. And we have grown it massively. So when we first started pushing Stonksy, the follower count I think was on 300 to 400. So we've done a nice uptick on that. The next task is obviously to get it the blue tick, and then we can start live streaming on the X account then. So we can have the live stream running on there. So that is ETH as well. But yeah, so we've covered quite a decent amount today, and we've obviously looked at some commodities as well as crypto. But if we have a look, it's still trying to punch through on total one. So this is the total market cap. It has set a new all-time high. Slightly, very so slightly, peaked its head above and dropped back down. And of course, Stonksy did catch this as well. So it doesn't just catch, tradable assets. Obviously, Total One is not a tradable asset in terms of, I don't think it is anyway. I don't know any exchanges where this is actually a ticker and you can trade the market cap. I have no idea. Maybe someone knows. I don't think you can. But yeah, obviously Stonksy caught the move up on this, as you can see. Yeah, like and subscribe, like TMG says, like and subscribe. I need to set up the bot, Jordan. Do you know, you probably do, how to set up like automatic messages to be sent into the chat. I haven't looked into it yet, but that's something I need to get going, is to have like, say, the link to the Stonksy website being posted every 5-10 minutes automatically. Like, subscribe, share, whatever, also being posted automatically, or do you have to do it yourself? But yeah, go and give it a share. We've got 25 people in, which is nice audience. Can you show the strategy tester on some of the 1 minute time frames? Yeah, we'll have a look at that tomorrow. So DS, give us a follow, drop the notification bell, and I will cover that tomorrow for you. Get one of the boys to do it. Yeah, we could do. Are you volunteering, Steve? To be fair, what I'll do actually, I'll log in to the Stonksy YouTube on my phone, and then I can just post it in on my phone while I'm streaming. That's probably just a way around it. I don't know if you can do automated messages, but I'll just do that instead. Smurfy says, afternoon, David, Jordan, everyone in the chat. Good afternoon to you, Smurfy. How are you finding Stonksy? I think, obviously, you got it, was it last week or the week before? How are you finding it? Sorry, I'm late today. I'm rewinding the live stream to the beginning. Yeah, we've covered... So anyone else who's just joined so far today, if you want to go back and catch up at some point, we've covered Bitcoin, ETH, Sol, Doge, XRP, HBAR, XLM, NIA, ETHW, gold, silver, and then we've looked at Total One and we've looked at Bitcoin dominance as well. So we've had a really good selection today and some really nice Stonksy indications. Let's go back and have a look what Bitcoin's doing. Is it? Yeah, still open on the 5 minutes for the time being. But yes, Smurfy, how are you getting on? Steve says he'll do the moderating when he's around. Thank you, Steve. Much appreciated. All you really have to do is drop the Stonksy website in, just prod every now and again for me to say like, subscribe, turn that notification bell on, all the good stuff. But yeah, so what's everyone trading today? What are the drawdown percentages like on average? I.e., how aggressive can you be with leverage? Well, for one, that obviously depends on what time frame you're trading. I'm guessing you mean with scalping, maybe, because obviously on a bigger time frame, your drawdown percentage shouldn't really be that high because you can obviously have your stop losses managed, etc. But in terms of being aggressive with leverage, again, that's entirely up to you. You know, have you got good risk management? Can you get in and out of trades and manage them correctly? If you're on about, say, following Stonksy on the 3 minute. So as you can see on the 3 minute, if we go and have a look, 3 minutes really good for scalp trades. Obviously, you just want to make sure that one, if we get some type of flash crash where we get a very dirty candle to the downside or upside, if you're trying to short, that you're not going to lose too much. But then obviously you want to also make sure that you're not getting too hit on fees. So you obviously still want to turn a profit. But the 3 minute is really good for scalping. If we go back and have a look to a better day. Today's not been amazing because of this sideways price action that we had for a couple of hours. But if we go back to a slightly more volatile day, as you can see, plenty of nice, decent scalps in there. Plenty of opportunity. If we carry on going back, it's the same. A couple of sideways ones, a couple of break-even ones that stay open for a few candles and then close, but you get quite a good selection of decent moves for scalping. You'll have to hit me up on Discord. If you get me some CSV files, I can run Python backtesting. We'll have a look at that to see how I can do that on stream. I'll have a look at that. If you've got any questions, you can. We will have a Discord opening either back end of this week or next week as soon as it's ready. So as soon as that's ready, that's going to be opening for the community, where the community can just obviously chat, share Stonksy trades, etc. But in the meantime, if you go to the Stonksy website, stonksy.io, with any questions, you can just drop an email in. The email is on the website. Need to trade 20 pairs on this and ramp up volume. Wow. So you're quite the aggressive trader then. I take it, DS. If you want to trade 20 pairs at a time, or you just want to have 20 pairs on the watch list to monitor. If you're trading 20 pairs at a time, you're an absolute machine. That is some good going and a lot of management to have on your back with algos. All right, okay. Interesting. Yeah, if you've got any questions, just hit us up on email. We have got a lot in the development pipeline as well. So there's a good amount coming to Stonksy in the next couple of months. Obviously, last week we released the alerts, which was the priority because that was that most highly requested thing by the community to be able to have alerts for the background color change. But we've got plenty more coming. But yeah, has anyone got any final questions or anything you want to run through? If you do, drop them in the chat, or if you've got a ticker you want me to pull up, I can pull up a ticker. But we've been live now for an hour, so another good stream. I've enjoyed today. And yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on, so you get the alert when I go live tomorrow. And say, we had a look at that yesterday, Wiz. We had a look at that yesterday. Bitcoin 1 minute chart. Let's have a look. Yeah. This is the Bitcoin 1 minute chart. As you can see, the performance today has been fantastic. And the 5 minute caught all this move up to. Bitcoin 1 minute chart, make a prediction, go, go, go. I think it's going to go down from here. That would be my prediction. I think maybe we come and liquidate this low here. Because that is... What is that? No. I thought for some reason that was the opening of the US market, but it's not, is it? That's all the way back here to somewhere down here. I don't know. I would like it to go higher. Stonksy's obviously in the green, so we would obviously like to see it go higher. And it's going higher. There we go. Let's see. But let's say, where should I open a trade? What do you mean, Hanley? Hanley? You want lower? I don't know. It seems to be going up very fast. It makes you wonder, because it's going up so fast. One, where it might stop and potentially pull back, and two, how much juice it's got for obviously potentially the next 3 to 6 months. If it's already going to hit, say, 100k this week. If it hits 100k this week, then that would be quite the sight, quite the spectacle. Right, let's have a look at Say again. I'm sure we covered this yesterday, Wiz. Wizard of Say. Let's have a look. This is on the 1 minute on Say. As you can see, even on Say, a much lower cap. Stonksy's still catching some nice trades. So DS thinks it wants 100. It wants the 100k washout, then 150k by Christmas. Now, wouldn't that be a nice Christmas present for us all? So yeah, wouldn't that be a nice Christmas present for us all? Right, let's have a look on Say. Close the green background there. It's currently in a slight loss after Bitcoin's dragged everything up the last few hours. But there's not really much movement. Where's compared to yesterday on Say? We covered it, didn't we? It's had a couple nice movements up on the 15 minute. Really nice pushes high. And then obviously it's currently just above break even on that 15 minute phase. But there's not really too much to cover. When was this? Monday. So yesterday we looked at it, didn't we? Had a nice drop down in the red there overnight. But yeah, there's not too much to cover. And Bitcoin is pushing back to the upside. But yeah, I think we'll leave the live. We've been going an hour. So thank you very much for joining, everyone. Make sure you come back tomorrow. Obviously, a final reminder, subscribe, hit the notification bell, so you'll get an alert for when I go live tomorrow. And hopefully we'll be live streaming on X soon. That will be good. And when you join in tomorrow, just go on Twitter and give it a share. You know, copy the link to the live stream and give it a share so we can try and get more people in. But 23 is good showing. You know, we started off with a handful. Then obviously, thanks to Jordan, we're starting to get a bit higher. But yeah, it's nice to see everyone coming back each day. Liquidation Guru says it's a pleasure, Dave. Have a nice evening. You too. Everyone have a nice night, or if you're in a different part of the world, if you're just getting up, have a great day. If you maybe it's the middle of the night, maybe consider going back to bed. I don't know. But yeah, thanks for joining everyone, and I will catch you on tomorrow's stream where we look at the price action that's unfolded between now and tomorrow. Catch you tomorrow.